Hey everybody, I'm here with my client Katie, who just graduated Fitset Group Program. Can you believe your 12 weeks is up?
I can't. It flew by so fast.
Oh my gosh, I know. I feel like you just joined, and so super excited for Katie. She is down over 7 inches and 10 pounds down. Woo! And you had some amazing eating habits. It was just so awesome to work with you. So super pumped for you. So can you tell us a little bit about like why when you scheduled the consult and when you signed up to chat with me, why were you wanting to join Fitset?
Yeah, I was kind of stuck in a rut with my workout habits. I wanted to introduce some more strength training and feel stronger and better. I also went vegetarian, or mostly vegetarian, I'll say. And I was really struggling with figuring out how to balance out the fat I was eating with the rest of the good food, just because a lot of vegetarian alternatives have a lot of extra fat in them. So those were kind of my key drivers, is to figure out nutrition on a new diet, not diet, but like way of
Lifestyle.
eating. Yeah, exactly. And to kind of get a little bit more strength in my routine.
Perfect. And do you feel stronger now? Do you feel good?
Yeah, so much stronger, feel good, and feel like super ready to just keep being vegetarian and eating really healthy.
Yeah, I feel like you got in a really good routine with your food and you kind of found what works best for your body and as a result your body really adapted well and just kind of made changes and you said your strength was increasing and it was cool to see because you started with the home plan and then transitioned to the gym plan. So it's exciting that you're going to be feeling stronger in the gym. You'll be able to lift heavier and just kick butt in the gym. I'm excited for you.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
Perfect. Well, was there anything in the 12 weeks that anything that you enjoyed about Fitset? What was something that
I think the
what process?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that I enjoyed was just the amount of accountability. There was always someone there, like if I had a question or a concern, or, every week we checked in with food, and, I had to turn in my workouts. So I felt like a little bit more pressure to actually get them done and to work out harder, because I felt like even though you weren't there, you were like watching me. And so that,
Always
I
watching
think made,
Katie, always
yeah,
watching.
but yeah, I think that made all the difference in kind of just shifting my perspective and hopefully changing my lifestyle.
Good, good. Yeah. So the accountability was huge for you.
Huge, yeah.
Perfect. And then was there anything surprising that throughout the 12 weeks that we covered that you maybe didn't know before, or just like a realization you had throughout the 12 weeks?
Yeah, I think the biggest kind of like eye opener happened in the first couple of weeks, where I was like really evaluating all the food I was eating, and I felt like I was a fairly nutritious person. But there was like tons of stuff that I thought, like even just switching brands could make it a much better, healthier option and healthier choice. So like, for example, the chai concentrate I was using had like 16 grams of sugar or something insane, like as much as a soda for like a tiny little bit. So that was kind of the biggest epiphany. And then just consistency. I that's what I struggle with. That's why I need that accountability, is making the right decisions consistently. And so knowing that if I actually am able to do that, then I can see the changes that I want to see.
Yeah. And you went on vacation throughout the course of the program. Did you go on was it 2 trips?
Yeah, two
Yeah,
different trips.
the cabin and then Costa Rica, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you feel like your habits, like, because that was like towards the end of the program, did you feel like you had better habits compared to in the past when you were traveling? Like, did it feel like a lifestyle or did you feel like, I don't know, any different from before?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the first trip that I went on was fairly early in the program, and I made a couple tweaks there, but it was a staycation kind of situation, so it was fairly easy to make good choices. The trip that I went on just recently at the very end of my program was to Costa Rica, and there's so many options and so many different things that you can do. And we were on buses all day long with chips and all kinds of crazy stuff that, like, before I would have just dove into the bag of chips, probably eaten the whole thing, and then gone out to dinner and made,
Yeah.
some really big choices with the food that I was eating. But I think because I had this knowledge of like that bag of chips is not going to make me feel good. I have to be up at 7 a.m. to go zip lining. Let's eat some fruit. Let's eat some vegetables instead. And I came back from that. I think it was like a 10-day trip. I came back down in weight, and I still felt really good in my own
Insane.
skin.
That's
So it was
insane.
awesome.
Right. And I don't think you didn't track, did you track while you were there?
I did, but it was very hard. I
Right, yeah,
tried.
like, did you feel like, yeah, because you were consistent with that, and then you came back, and of course the dog is your friend. But I was gonna say, did you feel stressed out? Like, was it just like, were you okay on your vacation? Was it more relaxing than you thought, like for the food aspect? Anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, it seemed pretty normal for the most part. Like, I don't think I was as fixated on food as I would have usually been because I think I was listening to my body more. I was like, the bag of chips, I was like, I'm not hungry. I don't need to eat it.
Yeah.
I can wait until we go to lunch and then I'll have a sandwich and some, a salad or something that's a little bit more filling and then I'll feel better on. So I usually I'm like, when is my next, French fry
Woo!
coming?
Right.
And I wasn't as focused on that, and I could kind of enjoy the trip a little bit more.
That's so good. So you had a deeper connection with your body going into it, and then you made nutrient dense choices, and as a result, you came back. Again, weight wasn't like our biggest goal for you. It was again energy,
Yeah,
strength, and just feeling good. And as a result, though, you made those healthy habits and healthy choices, and it paid off, right? Your body is doing really well with it. So super
yeah.
exciting to hear. And then is there anything any advice you would have for somebody who's contemplating joining Fitset? Maybe they're like in the same boat as you 12 weeks ago, and what would you say to them if they're considering it?
I think number one is it's totally worth it. I think the attention and the accountability, at least for me and like who I am, entirely worth the money that I spent. Jess is awesome and she's always there to support you. And so I think just do it, try it out and see how it goes because I think that it's paid off tenfold in what I've learned and like my ability to stay, healthy and happy with the body that I'm in.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Katie. I appreciate that. And you, like
Yeah.
I said, you were beyond coachable, and it's always awesome when we can work with people who are ready to make changes, and the goal is just to feel good, right? And like create healthy habits and help a healthy lifestyle for life. So it was just such a pleasure working with you because I feel like you definitely achieved that, and you just were so consistent. I know again, motivation comes and goes, right? But
Yep.
the main thing was you were consistent, and I know 12 weeks is just the tip of the iceberg, but I can see with your habits that you've been practicing, I think you're going to be so successful for the long term. And I just feel like you're going to do so amazing. So it was amazing working with you. Any final thoughts, anything?
No, thank you so much. I think, I've learned so much from you. So that the like next step in like keeping this going is just everything that you have taught me. So thanks.
Oh, I appreciate that. And I'm super excited for you. For anybody who is considering joining Fitset, check out jesshutchinsfit.com. Just schedule a call with me, right? I'm not a salesperson. It's super
No.
chill.
Yeah.
If people want to join, I'm here to support you. I love you guys. I'm not going to call you 500 times a day. It's just a conversation just to see if it's a good fit. So if that's kind of where you're at, if you're watching this and you're curious, just schedule that call. We'll chat and see if it's the right fit for you. But other than that, thank you, Katie, and I hope you have a fantastic day.
Yeah. Thanks.